Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a very special Thunderleaf Presents Monster of the Week. I am Greg. I'm going to be your keeper tonight, and I have a little question for everyone. Let's go around the table. Do you believe in ghosts? If so, why or why not? And let's start with Amy.
Oh, hey. Uh,
Oh, hey.
Absolutely, I do. Um, so I will be playing a medium this evening whose name is Jenna. Um, but my aunt refers to herself as an intuitive and talks to spirits, and that is a part of my normal life. And our old family home had a ghost that we all knew about, and it was just a very normal, like totally everyday thing my whole life. So yeah, all about the ghosties.
Okay. Let's kick it over. Oh, Ray just changed size on me. So
Nope.
let's go to Ray.
Hey, everybody. I'm Ray. I'm going to be playing the professor, Honora Brennan. And I also very much believe in ghosts. Had several experiences ranging from when I was young till currently. We even caught something kind of weird on one of our streams. So there was definitely some voices in the background of my mic, apparently, even though I'm home alone with nothing on. So something's probably here.
Donnie?
Yes and no. So my brain says no, but I owned a haunted Cadillac. So I mean it's hard to and I've probably told some of you that story, but yeah, definitely
No.
had a haunted Cadillac. My uncle lived in
How
it.
was
Oh.
how was the Cadillac? I need to know this now, Donnie.
Yeah.
So they got the car after he passed away. We inherited it. And this is like an old 85 Cadillac DeVille. And when they went and cleaned out the house and packed up everything and took the car, they couldn't find the wedding ring. And so they looking, don't find it, go to leave, edge of town, car dies. Go back, fix the car, starts working fine. Well, it's too late to leave. So they spend the night, they look around for the ring again, go to leave, car dies at the edge of town. Do this 3 times. They find the ring on the third night. Drove all the way from Michigan to Colorado. No problems in the car. I drove it for several years. But like the radio would change to the oldies station all the time, and like
No way.
speedometer was stuck permanently at 55. So even when you were going fast on the highway, you were still going slow. Like it's definitely haunted.
Very nice.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I guess that means my turn, huh? I am convincible. I'm not. I haven't seen anything that has proven it one way or the other to me. I've seen some weird things in my life. I saw when I was a kid, I was driving around and I saw what looked like shadow people run across the road, but it also could have just been a trick of the light. So I'm definitely convincible. I think there is so much we don't understand that there is plenty of room for that.
So we're all believers, is what you're saying. Yeah.
We're all at least in the camp of being able to believe.
Okay.
All right. That in mind, you guys ready to get into this one?
Well,
Go.
should we do some shout outs
Yeah.
first?
We should do some shout outs first. Donnie, thank you. So Jenny's calling me out in chat. So yeah, I want to thank Kevin MacLeod for our intro music, Sirenscape for our soundscapes, Roll20 for our VTT. Who am I missing, Donnie?
I think that covers it tonight. Yeah.
I think that covers it tonight. Oh, Michael Sands, Evil Hat Productions, and Powered by the Apocalypse for Monster of the Week.
I don't know how you remember all that. I would be so lost. Like
I have been writing all this all day and staring at it. So.
Cheating. Got it.
Exactly.
And our lovely,
Studying.
lovely viewers and subscribers.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for joining us every
if you're
week, you
watching
guys.
us now, if you're watching us later, thank you. We do it for you. We do it to make fun for you guys.
And maybe quick
right.
shout out to our schedule before you get into everything.
All right, our schedule. Yes. So what is today? Today is Monday. Wednesday, we've got Rave Reviews at 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern. That is me and Ray.
That's good catch. Yeah.
Thank you. That is me playing Ray, but not me playing Ray. Me playing Bioshock while Ray watches.
It's just weird now, guys. It's just weird now.
Me playing Bioshock while Ray hangs out with me. It's a really fun time. We invite everybody to come hang out with us, chill, hang. It's a good time. We laugh a lot. On Thursday nights, we have Donnie Does It Painting Edition, where he works on painting miniature models for Warhammer right now, and he showcases some really cool techniques. And it's a really good time to hang out, craft along, paint along, hang out. I run the channel while we're doing that, pick some really nice chill music, and it's just a really mellow time. Every other Friday, we've got gaming tips from me. Just dropped one last weekend, so it's about 2 weeks till the next one on that. What am I missing, Donnie?
Sunday rave. I think you said Wednesday and Sunday for rave reviews.
Oh, yeah, Sunday rave reviews as well.
Yeah.
Same time on Sundays, 9 p.m.
Eastern.
And Mondays in general, we do these things, and then we do other things, and then we do Humblewood, and we just murder. We just murder every
Yes.
Monday.
Yes,
Murder Mondays.
Murder Mondays.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Now
what
that
we
we've
do.
completely thrown you off your game.
Yeah, I'm good. All right, so we're gonna fade into a shot. We're looking down at a river, and the camera is gonna tilt up and start moving up the river. It's fall. Trees are golden red on the side of the river. See little smoke fireplaces. It's like farm country. Isolated. Camera continues to come in. See a very tiny town way off in the distance. A little one stoplight kind of place. Before we get there, the camera tilts and dives into a forest. Trees fly by us. A cabin. Come up to a house, and it's hard to tell if it's new or if it's old. The style is very, very old. But there's scaffolding. It looks new construction and quality. Camera flies over that through an open field. Looks like it was once cultivated on one side. There's a barn, little pond on the other. Camera goes down the road. We see a dust trail coming towards us. Camera stops. We see a van drive under it. Goes down back of the van. Has a logo. The University of Missouri on it. Paranormal Research Division. Camera goes in through the back of the van, and we see sitting in the back seat a student. Hard to tell. They've got headphones on, their hood is drawn, and they're buried in a book, cross-referencing with a computer. Move up a little farther into the second from the back row in the van. And this is where we see Joey. What do we see sitting in the third row of this old Econoline?
So also sitting there is a young man, probably 20s. It's hard to peg down exactly where. Could be really anywhere from like 19 to 27, depending on the light. Big headphones on, like thick ones, like the gaming style, like studio headphones. And yeah, a hoodie as well, pulled up over those. And then he's kind of like just bouncing side to side with the beat.
Camera moves up past him. Looks at the passenger seat, where we see Jenna.
So Jenna is solidly middle-aged. dark brown hair with streaks of white starting to come through, and definitely just going through her bag, this big, very, very bagly kind of tote bag with different trinkets and crystals, and just really making sure to kind of organize everything and prepare for anything that could come up, and kind of is going through her own checklist of like, okay, here's the agate, here's the granite, okay, here's this one over here, we need quartz over here if this comes up, and you can just kind of hear her muttering to herself as she's going through and making sure that she's heard.
Camera turns over, and we see the professor behind the wheel of this old Econoline.
And that's going to be Professor Honora Brennan, and she is a certified demonologist. And she's very tall. She's about 5'10", exceptionally lean. Like, she's definitely, she looks a little haggard. She's missed a lot of meals, and it's taken a toll on her, but she loves what she does.
Follow this van as it pulls up off the main road, starts to go up a long gravel driveway, the house we flew past earlier. And out front there's a fancy, overpriced electronic truck, and a couple standing outside it, looking kind of worried. You recognize this as Axel Syntax and Valerie XO, the folks who reached out to the University Paranormal Division department to get their property looked at. What they've told you is they bought this property a couple of months ago, and they've been having restoration done on the old farmhouse that burned down almost 40 years ago. Almost exactly 40 years ago. They tell you that the construction crew ran away, refused to enter the house after numerous, for lack of a better term, sightings, encounters, temperature drops, children singing in the basement, wailing, smell of burning. As paranormal professional, what would you have done to get ready for this investigation? Start with the professor.
We definitely want background checks on the homeowners. I would say any history of the area, especially the house and the grounds surrounding it. And I would say blueprints or the original plot of the house.
Okay. I think you were able to get the vast majority of that. The plans of the house were easy enough to get. You actually just reached out. You were able to contact the construction company through Axel, and they gave you the originally sourced documents, and you confirmed with the university these are the original plans they're building off of. As far as background on Axel, he is an overnight crypto millionaire. He recently launched a new token called Syn Token, SYN, and it blew up overnight. He has a reputation for doing it as responsibly as possible. He's got a big investment in geothermal power, in solar, in wind, and he's very active about trying to move data centers to green energy and green heat management. His fiance, Valerie XO, is famous for being his fiance. She didn't really do much. She's an interior designer by trade. She went to school for it. She got a good degree in it, and she was starting a pretty respected professional career as an interior designer before she met Axel. And now she goes around with him restoring properties. That seems to be what she spent the past couple of years doing since she met Axel, is restoring these old rural properties. What were the other questions you asked?
History of the area, especially like this specific plot of land.
Okay, so history of the area, it's a farming county, always has been. There's never been anything particularly interesting in this county. There was the fire at the McPherson place. The property you're on is the McPherson plot. And 40 years ago, this October, there was a fire. And reports say that Tilly McPherson, the wife, was drinking after losing a couple of her children over a few years and fell asleep and burned the house down with 2 of her young children inside. There's also reports of an accidental death on the property of her oldest son involving a hunting accident, and then their middle child, he died in a farming-related accident.
How many deceased children total?
4 children total. There is Michael, the eldest, who died in a hunting accident. Jenny, the middle child, who died in a farming accident. And then there are the twins who died in the fire. And the twins are named, that real quick, Andy and Annie.
Where was Father McPherson?
He was around for all of this. He worked at local farms. He was kind of a itinerant worker. He would go around where people needed help in the season and lend a hand.
But he wasn't around during the fire. So he came home to the fire?
That is what the report says, is he came home to the fire. He came home to the burning house.
Is he around today?
Property, you were able to track him down. He's out in Kansas now, and he was recently put into a rest home. Looks like he married again after he left town, and he was still paying property taxes on the property until about 3 years ago when he was put into this rest home.
Joey spent all his time preparing. He gathered up the biggest bag of herbal medication because he knows that at these kind of, well, he's going to call them rackets. The people who believe in these kind of things 100% just really need to partake in a little bit. Need like expand his customer base.
Okay.
But in the meantime, he'll lift
drive
whatever
for
the
you.
professor wants.
Thanks, Joey.
What about the medium? How did the medium prepare for this?
So Jenna would have also spent time going into the history, specifically of the people, to try to kind of identify ahead of time what spirits she might encounter, who she might be talking to, what kind of things they might have endured, so she could make those connections better with any spirits that are on the property and just kind of prepare herself for that.
Okay, so yeah, you definitely got profiles on the children and Tilly. It was a little harder to track down information about Emmett, the father. Most people just said, yeah, he's a hard worker. That was about it. He didn't make much of an impression on most folks. Those are the spirits you know you would encounter on the property. And you know they all died unexpectedly and sort of violently. A hunting accident, farming accident, fire. So that's what you would know about the spirits, I think. What was the other part of your question?
I think that was it.
Okay.
Were there any other deaths on the property prior to this family?
No records of any deaths on the property prior to the family. It looks like it was in the McPherson name for... He was probably the second or third generation to live there of his name. You guys have pulled up to the old McPherson house, now the Syntax house. And you see Axel and Valerie standing outside waiting for you.
Well, I think the professor will get out and immediately walk over and introduce herself. Yeah.
Yeah, the Axel Axel Syntax, pleasure to meet you. You're from the university, right?
Honora Brennan, yes.
Dr. Brennan, pleasure to meet you. We've emailed a little bit. Thank you guys for getting out here so fast. I really don't know what to do. The entire construction team, like I said, they refused to walk away. I offered to double their rate, and they still walked away. They're walking away from like $15,000 each guy.
Okay. Well, there is usually an explanation for all these things, so don't fret. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We've got a good team here. Got my lovely medium Jenna, and I'm sure you'll love Joey.
Yeah. And Jenna does not introduce herself, but definitely just walks up too close to the both of them, and is just like giving a once over, really examining them, and you can hear little like grumbles and mumbles to herself, and just comments about their auras. I didn't even know that could come in brown. This one's don't get too close to this one.
As you're getting out of the van, Jenna, can you give me a plus weird?
Probably the only thing I can give you, darling. Should it roll when I push the little dice button?
It should.
I think it opens up a pop-up.
Oh, now I have like 9 of them. Excellent. Mixed success for a 9.
Okay. You see, as you kind of step out of the van and as you get closer to this house, you see burning. You feel like you can't breathe. And you also feel anger, like you've never felt before. But you've had visions that are a lot clearer than this. It's all you can get from it.
I'll reach out towards the professor's shoulder, and you can feel the squeeze, and you can hear her breathing start to pick up and get heavier. And she just kind of like grabs onto your shoulders, and with her eyes closed, and just kind of takes a minute to feel all of that pressure and that sensation, and walks beside you.
Yeah, so Honora probably knows exactly what's going on with Jenna, and I'm sure she realizes now that there is actually something here. Because it doesn't usually happen. Things are usually explainable. But now she's probably a little bit like, Maybe we've got something to actually go on now.
Yeah, you guys have definitely worked together long enough. That's you don't even have to say anything. Know that.
Well, Axel, if you wouldn't mind, we would like to start our tour around your house, if you would be so kind.
Absolutely, yeah. Come this way, and it's kind of a classic farmhouse. It's got that veranda patio, covered patio around the front that wraps around a little bit. 2 stories, full-size windows on both floors, white with a green roof. And as you get up to it, it is new construction. But it looks like it's being built the way it was originally built, like they're using original techniques, original materials. Um, you'll have to excuse the mess. Valerie she is absolutely insistent that they rebuild it as it was. You know, she wants to make sure these stories get told. These little houses have so much history, and that's why she's drawn to them. You know, she says they call to her. I don't know about that, but excuse the mess. Like I said, the construction folks, they just ran off. I tried throwing money at them, and nothing. And he's gonna open the front door for you, and it's a nice house. It's pretty empty right now. They haven't gotten to furnishing yet. But the front door opens down a main hallway. There's stairs going up on the right. Dining room over to your left. Kind of a living room over to the right. Looks like the dining room goes back into a kitchen. Living room goes back into a study. And then there's a little mud room off the back. And this is the main room right here. Every once in a while, pictures will show up on that wall. I don't know. I think some kids are coming around here pranking us or something. And then I'll take you into the kitchen. They can't get the smell of burning out of here. I don't know, man. I've had them replace the filters. I've had them replace all the wood. I've had them do everything, and it smells like burning in here. I don't know. It's weird. As he walks by the basement door, he just kind of shuts. That's the basement. I don't like going down there. You guys will probably spend plenty of time down there. It's weird.
Is the foundation down there, is that part of the original structure?
Oh yeah. The foundation. It was stone. It didn't burn.
And these pictures you talk about what are they of? Are they of the family? Are they of people that were here? Or is this just like a cat with a hang in there? What are we talking about?
No, they're like family photos from like, I don't know, the 70s, it looks like.
Do they disappear, or do you have them still?
Every time I've thrown them out, I've tried breaking them, I put them in the fireplace. If I set it somewhere, it just goes back on the wall. It's a damnedest thing.
Are they on the wall now?
Son of a bitch, they got in here again. Yeah, there's one right there.
I would like to feel the photos. I'd like to read them. I'd like to read the photos.
Give me a plus weird.
Same. 9 mixed success.
These are definitely giving off an energy. These are definitely tied to something that happened here. And as you're looking at these photos, you see the mom. She's tired but smiling. And you see a young girl, maybe 10 years old. And a pair of twins, maybe 2 or 3 years old. And you see the father, Emmett, standing there. Hardy man. But it looks like that part of the photo was almost burned while it was being developed or processed, like it's darker than the rest of the photo. Little girl is wearing a headband. That little cat ears.
When the McPhersons lived here, did they have a working farm? Or was it just that Emmett went to other farms to work?
They work the field out front. They, from what I've been able to tell, and they were pretty private people, so they didn't keep a lot of records. But I've talked to a couple of the neighbors, and it sounded like they farmed it, but they didn't sell any of it. They grew enough to keep themselves fed. I know Emmett hunted. There's property backs right up to the conservation acreage, so great place to hunt.
And the house itself burned 40 years ago, you said?
40 years ago this October, yeah.
Guys, that was 1985. In my head, that was like 1950. And this house burned out in the fucking 80s. Is that the horror story, Greg? Is that we're freaking old? Is that what you were?
Like I said, I got sick writing this.
Oh no.
Well, I hate it already.
Perfect.
Also, I stabbed myself in the head with this pencil. Okay, we're fine. Let's go.
Yeah, 40 years ago this October, this house burned down.
In the 80s.
1980? Actually, 40. What down is it? 40 or 45 years ago?
It's still the
Let me
80s.
double check.
Either way, it is a very recent year with which it did.
Yeah, burned in 1980.
Great, Greg.
Oof.
Great.
It's not the years, it's the mileage. You're only as old as you feel, Amy.
Like that Cadillac that Johnny was talking about.
All right, so you've got this photo that is clearly giving off some sort of paranormal energy. It's clearly tied to the McPhersons. Yeah, like there's a book that does that upstairs too.
That just shows up?
Yeah.
And I need
Okay.
you to get that. Thank you. And then I, again, with my eyes kind of closed, I'm just kind of feeling my way around the wall, around the room, just taking in as much energy as I can. Just trying to be as mindful as possible if there are any spirits, if there is anything that is coming around.
Okay. While you're doing this, Axel kind of goes upstairs. Valerie is still hanging out outside. You're walking around and you see ghost trails going into the kitchen. Like a woman in a dress maybe, but just barely get a glimpse out of the peripheral.
I will follow into the kitchen and just very calmly, very gently kind of peer corner. Mrs. Tilly? Could that be you?
I'm gonna tell Joey, like, start taking photos of Jenna.
So Joey is outside on the porch loading up the equipment with Stu.
Your equipment specifically, or the equipment?
The
that we
equipment.
need? Okay.
But really where you find him is he's kind of on the front porch doing this kind of like shuffle dance while Stu finishes unloading the van next to him. And yeah, he's definitely finishing off smoking something.
I'm gonna go out and get Joey. We are on job right now. On job.
Yeah, we're taking care of it out here. It's no big deal. Stu, my is just focusing in. He said doing the work helps him reach enlightenment. So no big deal. I'm just here to making sure everything's good, supervising, and making sure it's all ready. Because I'm pretty sure that if this goes well, me and that French psychic chick got a chance.
Somehow I highly doubt that, Joey. Just never stop dreaming, okay? Where's the camera? I need the camera equipment.
Yeah, Professor, right here. And he grabs it for you, probably.
Thank you. All right, I will then take the camera equipment and scoffing, just like, oh my God, where do we get these people? Walk back in and start taking photos around Jenna, trying to see if I can capture anything that she's seeing.
Okay. Jenna, you look in this kitchen and you see a glass over by the sink, floating. Somebody's drinking from it.
Miss Tilly? Is that you?
The glass drops and shatters.
I have the sight, which allows me to see invisible, especially spirits or other magical influences. Is there anything beyond the glass that I see?
You see there's a haze, smoke, maybe, that was there. And after the glass has dropped, it seems to have gone out of the room. You don't get anything on your camera, Professor.
Nothing, not even the floating glass.
You do get the floating glass, yes.
Okay, but nothing behind it.
Correct. You don't get this smoky haze
Okay.
that Tilly is seeing. Or that Jenna is.
And I just kind of keep talking very, very gently. I'm so sorry to disturb. I didn't mean to startle you. We just want to connect and see what we can do to help your family. We'll just kind of walk around and continue with that gentle conversation.
Is she being honest?
Yeah.
It's probably about 10 o'clock in the morning right now. You guys are only a couple hours out. And it seems... No, you look around. Nothing. And Axel comes down. Here's the book. And his hand is empty. I just had it here, man. This fucking house is weird.
Right. Show where the book usually emanates from, I guess.
The professor is going upstairs with Axel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He's going to take you into the primary bedroom. A big king-size bed in there, a couple of nightstands. Some of the only furniture in here right now. It shows up right there on the nightstand. And sure enough, he points. And there is a journal.
So it's just like a diary. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna photograph it there on the nightstand.
Goes up in your digital.
I'm gonna attempt to pick up the journal.
Pick up a journal.
I'd like to read the journal.
And you start reading this journal, and it is the diary of... It's Tilly's diary. She talks early on in it about how excited she is, how much she loves Emmett, how much she's looking forward to building this life with him. Talks about how excited she is for her first. She's wanted to be a mother her whole life. He writes huge joy that Michael brought into her life. But around that time, the writing starts to change too. She seems more pained. Almost as if she's hiding something, even from herself. Goes on. Talk of Michael growing. Talks of Jenny's birth. How she was again filled with indescribable joy. But here she openly starts talking about Emmett becoming difficult. Emmett not liking the children as much as she does. Becoming distant. And then there is just a page that reads, "My world is over. 9/27/72." You recognize that as the date that Michael died. And the diary closes. Will not let you read further.
And this is the moment that Joey walks in behind you as well. And he's talking with Stu. He's like, "What did I tell you? Axel syntax this man? He's a man that treats his queen like a queen. Look at that. That is a full-size king in there. Professor, you can't just be reading a man's journal. That's where his heart and dreams live." Any of his trading secrets in there, though?
So she's gonna put the journal down and look at Joey and just be like, "Is everything unpacked?"
Yeah, it's ready. I got the white noise generator with the recorder set up down in the living room. I was setting up at the top of the stairs the electromagnetic readers that you said were important, and this place is wired. I'm ready to go.
All right. Well, thank you, Joey. I think Jen is still in the kitchen if you want to.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'm heading that way. Stu, Stu, would you quit just eyeballing and laying around? Let's go. I'll back downstairs looking for my psychic friend.
Axel, could you tell me where else in the house there's predominantly what you think are hauntings?
Like I said, man, I don't go in the basement. That hear shit down there sometimes. I don't like it.
What do you hear down there?
Kids laughing, playing. Creepy, man. I love Valerie, but this property might be bunk.
She's the one that wanted this house?
Yeah, no, this is like our fourth restoration. Finds these properties that she's like called to or something. And like, look, I love her, I respect her. She's an amazing interior designer, but those crystals and shit, I don't know. But this is the first place she's taken us that's like really giving me the willies, you know?
Okay. Thank you, Axel. And I would actually like to go back outside and talk to Valerie.
Knowing
Okay.
that Valerie's got crystals and stuff, does that kind of stuff, does Joey spot any in the bedroom or in between there and looking for the kitchen?
Give me a plus sharp.
A mixed success.
You spot some. You don't recognize it though.
That's fine. Joey is definitely going to try and steal one of these.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to pocket one of these mystery spliffs.
Stu, I tell you what, this is the key. You bring a rock to a psychic chick, and she is sure thing, Stu.
What, were you looking for a rock or some herbage?
No, like a crystal.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for like crystals and stones and things like that.
Okay.
No.
Yes, I thought you were looking for drugs. Yes.
No, not
You can
drugs.
Absolutely
not
find...
that kind of crystal, Greg. Geez, what kind of podcast do you think we running?
You could absolutely find a couple of, little 3 or 4 inch crystals laying around, and pocket one.
Perfect.
But yeah.
Hey, Jenna, look what I found. I got this thing for you special. Stu here was just telling me how enlightened crystals are, and that this is the true way to see into the other. It's under what is almost certainly like a piece of glass that's polished in a river or something.
Yeah.
Well, I think, yeah, that is the mixed success is you got a piece of river glass. And on the bottom of it, you can see the HEI.
And
Because it used to be a Heineken bottle.
and yeah, so I hand this over and I'm like, now I don't want to be presumptuous. I mean, I treat a lady like a lady, but when Axel leaves us here overnight, that master bedroom's got some things going for it.
Well, thank you for this lovely remnant of a beer ball. That's fun. And about the upstairs, I'll let your dad know.
Stu, quit laughing and shut up. Is this as he walks away?
So, you were going outside to speak with Valerie, right, Professor?
Yes, please.
Yeah, she's sitting out there, and she's got a clipboard, and she's just kind of going over, if we do this, we can still stay under budget, but we're going to have to leave the barn unrenovated. And she's just going over numbers, it looks like.
Valerie?
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you come up. You're the professor, right?
Yeah, Honora.
Honora, nice to meet you. I'm Valerie XO.
Lovely to meet you. I was hoping to talk to you a bit about the property, about yourself.
Absolutely. Well, it's a lovely property, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
It's so charming.
Gorgeous. Tell me, your husband says you were called to this place. What does that mean?
Oh, I saw it online and I read a little bit about it and I had to come and see it, so I did. I took a trip out here, and once I saw it, I just felt so connected to it. I had to bring it back. I had to tell its story,
Okay. What drew you to it, do you think?
You're an academic, so I don't know if you're going to believe this, but I think my crystals pointed the way.
Your crystals.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, believe it or not, I do believe in those sort of things. What kind of crystals were you using?
Well, this one right here, this is a tiger's eye, and I've got a quartz right here, and then I've got some malachite for protection over here, and I couldn't tell you which one. I was sitting there at the computer one night, and next thing I know, I was looking at this house. I think I had the quartz in my hand when I was doing it.
Do you have any other artifacts, I guess, that you collect or use? Do you have a room in the house?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got all my crystals up in the one of the upstairs bedrooms.
Okay. And do you notice any weird things happening specifically in that bedroom?
Honestly, that room seems normal. It's like the crystals are protecting it or something. I don't know.
So you're in charge of restoring this, I guess?
I'm an interior designer by trade. I've been working on getting a a master's in historical construction techniques so that I could, lead these projects because I believe these old houses have stories to tell. They have lives left to live, you know?
They absolutely do. Tell me, are you restoring any of this house with original pieces?
As much as we can. That's one of the best practices. Anytime that you have access to original materials, if it's at all possible to reuse those, that not only minimizes the impact of extractive resource consumption, but it also helps keep as much of that character of the house intact.
So even some of the wood, if it were slightly burned, if it were still usable, you'd have
If it were
used that.
salvaged, we've got a number of boards on this side of the house, and she kind of points. Those were half burned off. We had to splice them with new boards, but yeah. That whole back half of the house is almost entirely original wood. The fire really only took, the front and the basement. Half of the kitchen on it in the basement. A little more than half. There's definitely a lot of... There's as much old wood in there as we can.
Okay. And what have you specifically been experiencing in the house?
The kitchen always smells like burning. I don't care many windows you open, what you're cooking in there, candles, air fresheners. The kitchen just smells like burning, and I don't like going in the basement. It's cold on there. It sounds like there's in the basement playing. I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable. The basement does. It makes me feel like I can't get out.
Okay. But apart from smells and laughter, you haven't experienced anything else?
I mean, it's every once in a while. It sounds like somebody's hunting real close to the property. Not like somebody's out in the woods shooting.
Okay.
Just one shot. Maybe some crying on the barn is the barn's also original. That's all original, and it just needs a little bit of work getting it restored. But the cats won't let you anywhere near the barn.
These are your cats?
No. Barn cats. They came with the property. Whole colony of them in there.
I won't take any more of your time, Valerie. We're going to continue our tour of the house, and then we're going to get everything set up for tonight. Okay?
Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you. And she kind of goes back to her clipboard.
Okay. I'm going to go find Jenna and be like, we need to check out the room upstairs and see what a load of shit Valerie is.
I'm telling you, Orion's supposed to be brown. I really don't know what's up with her. Yeah, there's hurt. It's just sad. There's a lot of hurt here, you know? Like I don't feel malevolence in any way, just pain.
You doing all right so far?
Yeah, I mean, as good as I can. This is heavy.
Where are you guys having this conversation?
I'm assuming still in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Unless she's moved. Yeah.
You hear coming from the hallway. Children laughing? Playing?
Immediately, Honora will pop out into the hallway and start taking pictures again.
You don't catch anything on camera, but the basement door seems to be moving like it had just been opened.
Joey, are you getting the cameras up to record everything?
And Joey comes like in the back door, and you definitely been smelling the smoke in there, but a
Different kind.
different smell comes in, and a cloud of smoke follows him. Professor just inspecting things. He walks by the basement door and he kind of closes it as he goes by. And no, I got the cameras. Yeah, Stu, get the cameras. You heard the professor. You got to quit standing around, man. And he then kind of just leans back against the like basement door to hold it closed.
Yeah, you don't hear anything else.
I'm gonna follow the children's voices down to the basement, presumably, and
Okay.
I still just very calm conversation, like, "Hello, darlings. It is wonderful to hear you laughing and having a good time. I have some things I think would be fun." And out of my big tote bag, I pull out Operation, the board game, and just a couple other more general toys, like a couple bouncy balls and a basic doll, nothing fancy, and I just kind of lay them out. But I take a minute. Have you played this one before? This is one of my favorites, and I'll kind of go through Operation and pull out a few pieces. I double checked when it was made, the Operation back then, I guess. And just lay the little tongs on top, and you guys can take a turn. This is definitely just for you to have some fun, and I would love to just hang out if you guys have anything you want to do or you want to talk about.
Okay. Did anybody else go into the basement with her?
I'm 100% following Jenna, and I would have dragged Joey behind me and told him to start recording.
Okay.
And then I would like to pull out an EMF meter and start like taking readings.
Okay. With the three of you down there, you don't see anything. You don't hear anything. A few minutes go by. A few more. Upstairs, you hear a bouncy ball on the floor. Children laughing from upstairs.
With the thumping on the floor, Joey has handed the camera to Stu and be like, "Stu, get pictures of my goddess in her element down here. I mean, there's a moment." And then he hears the bouncing, like, "Just like my man Sin up there, he's giving it to Valerie." I didn't know there was any kids in this building. What the fuck is that noise up there?
Joey, for the love, just... And I just look at the professor and I'm like,
You've caught his eye. Congratulations.
thanks. Well, I guess we'll just leave the toys here. Joey, can you just put a few cameras and a few sensors around this area, please?
Yeah, definitely. Stu, you heard her. And then he follows you all back upstairs.
Stu, thank you for being diligent. I really appreciate it.
No, he doesn't like
Okay.
acknowledgement. He's on a Zen focus trip right now. He says enlightenment comes through silence and work.
So we
And why is
are
he with
leaving Stu
you?
in the basement.
He's my silent guru. He is leading me to enlightenment through him, obviously. Duh.
That's not how it works. I just walk upstairs.
So are we leaving Stu in the basement alone? Is Joey down in the basement with Stu?
No, Stu gets left. Well, no, Joey stays for a minute. He won't leave Stu's side.
Okay, so I kind of picture Joey's down there, maybe rolling one for
definitely.
later or something, while Jenna and Besser go upstairs. Roll a plus sharp for me, Joey.
The 4?
Okay, yeah, you and Stu are getting the cameras set up. You got a nice little doobie tucked behind your ear. And, yeah. Camera's gonna go upstairs. What are the professor and our medium doing?
Looking for the bouncy ball noises.
You get upstairs, and right above where you guys were, looks like a kid was just playing jacks. There's still a few on the floor. The ball is...
EMF reader.
It pings.
Do I see anything?
More of that smoky haze.
So, what would I be able to discern from that? Like, is there something about like a solid figure versus something that's more of a mist-like apparition or hazy?
This one was child-sized, whereas the first one you saw was adult-sized.
But would there be a reason why something was less clear? I guess is the question. Like, would that tip anything off to me?
Your best guess is these are probably the folks who passed in the fire. And they are carrying some of that smokiness, that haziness with them.
Okay. Clever.
These items were left in the house? Like they came with the house when the homeowners bought it?
The house is just ashes. If you're asking Axel.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was the foundation was there. There was a couple of collapsed walls. It had been overgrown for, almost 40 years. So there wasn't really much left inside.
So there were no furniture, no toys.
Oh, no furniture or toys at all, no.
Okay. Have you seen anything like this before? And she's pointing to the jacks on the...
No.
No.
No, that's new.
Okay. I would like to look up the death records for Michael, the hunting accident.
Okay, yeah, you can pull those out up on your computer. And yeah, he was shot in the chest with a 30-06 round. Report says he was out hunting with his dad. He was supposed to be staying in one spot doing calling while his dad went and pushed the deer towards him. According to the report, Michael was not in the position he was supposed to be. His dad saw what he thought was a deer and fired. Only later saw that it was Michael and was devastated. Go ahead while you're pulling these reports and give me investigate a mystery plus sharp.
No momento, por favor. Make success 8.
Okay, so you heard the basement door close, but you didn't see where Joey or Stu were.
Joey?
Joey, you do not hear her calling out to it, do you?
Joey. And I'm going to try to open the basement door.
It is locked.
Axel, do we have a key to this?
And you know that door locked. Let me go look for one. And he's gonna go into the kitchen, and you hear drawers and stuff.
I'm going to start knocking on the door.
Joey, you do not hear anything. You are down in the basement with Stu, getting your camera set up, headphones on, jamming out.
Is the basement the size of the home? Like, what's the square footage down there? Is it multi-room like the home, or is it just kind of more like my old basement that's like this big?
It's got the same footprint as the home. When you guys were down there before, it looked like it's split into 2 rooms. One half you would guess would be the utility room, heater, furnace, stuff like that. The other room was unfinished. It looks like this is where construction stopped. The walls are framed for drywall, but none has been hung. The floor has a single coat of paint on it. And actually, as you're walking around down there, Joey, you see on this sidewalk, cement floor, chalk lines start to appear. First, a big rectangle. Rectangle broken into squares. A few more squares out to the sides. Numbers. It's a hopscotch plaid. And Joey, you feel tugging at the back of your shirt.
Joey jumps in the air and instantly like, Stu, what the fuck? Did you see that just happened? What were you grabbing me? And he turns around. Is there anybody there?
There's nobody there. But there is a little bouncy ball.
And him and Stu kind of look at each other, kind of do the Scooby Shaggy at each other, and then are like climbing up each other to go up the stairs.
As you guys run up the stairs, you both hear, "Play with us, please."
And yeah, I'm just screaming, "Oh fuck no! Oh fuck no! No creepy kids in the house! Shit's crazy! Where is that damn psychic chick? She can do some exorcism for us." And I'm like booking it up the stairs, and I'm gonna hit the door at a full sprint, like not even planning to open it, just and hope it pops open as I'm like scrambling for the handle at the same time.
You run full force into this thing, and you feel something pop, but it's not in the door. White hot pain erupts from your shoulder. Does Joey know what a dislocated joint feels like?
Of course not.
He does now. He does now. On the other side of the door, you hear nothing.
So we can't hear him banging into the door.
Correct.
Okay. Which way does it open? Does it open towards me or towards Joey?
Towards Joey.
Shit. I was going to say, I'm going to try to take the hinges off. But I can't. I guess that's why he didn't barge through it.
But I thought it was
I'm
drifting
probably
open into the kitchen earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Magic.
I'm probably still like yelling, like, Joey, Stu?
You all hear children's laughter.
I am going to call Joey.
Roll a d20 for me, Joey.
D20, huh? Sure. 4 I don't know how to do that in here.
Slash RD20.
$16.
Joe, your phone starts ringing as you are sitting there with your shoulder hanging out.
I like to think Stu answers it, or at least picks it up. He doesn't answer it, doesn't say anything. And you just
Not
hear
helpful
me
to the
whining
situation.
in the background, like.
Stu?
They would hear that, except all anybody can hear over the phone. Ring around. All burn now.
Mm,
And then the line goes dead.
that's not how that goes.
I love and hate it. Does Jenna feel anything different? Does it feel like it's kind of started to turn dark, or does it feel like this is children having mischief?
It is starting to feel a little bit darker. There is a feeling of being slighted or ignored.
Like I'm feeling ignored, or like the spirits are feeling excited?
The children's spirits seem to be feeling ignored.
Joey is lighting his spliff, hearing burn down on the phone. Like, no, it's cool, kids. We can play, just a little lighting fires together. I can. You guys are just fellow friends.
As you light your lighter, a little boy clown starts shaking on the wall and then flies at you and knocks the lighter out of your hand.
What the fuck, bro? These kids, they don't realize the good value of a little herbal medicine. I mean, I was smoking at that age.
Aren't they like 7?
Thunderleaf Games does not endorse smoking or smoking drugs with children, just to be explicit here.
I'm gonna go around and start laying out different crystals and artifacts and things that to hopefully kind of foster communication, like, you know, paper and pencils and just whatever I can that I think might appeal really more towards Tilly, but also, you know, little things out for the kiddos. Maybe if there's can I roll for Scrabble board? Can I see if there's something like they could communicate with that'd be more children friendly?
Yeah, roll a plus weird. If you can find a Scrabble board.
Mixed for an 8.
You find a Scrabble board, but it's missing a bunch of letters.
Well, they probably can't spell well anyway. It's fine. We'll figure it out. So yeah, just going through different rooms as well, upstairs and down.
Are you going upstairs as well?
Yeah.
All right. So upstairs, the primary bedroom was largely undecorated. You walk past that photo you walked past earlier, and it's changed. Emmett is now aged. And Tilly and the twins charred. Jenny, the little girl, is twisted and mangled. And Michael, the son, is sitting there, same as he was in the photo, but now he's got a hole in his chest.
So I just take note of that and continue to go around as I out loud try to pick up on Tilly and speak to her like she's next to me. Just, you're so brave, you're so strong. I'm so sorry about your children. What a beautiful family you had. Doing what I can to be comforting and try to coax her out, essentially.
As you're doing this, it feels largely like you're not being heard as you go through these rooms. Well, the first room you go through, it's undecorated, unfurnished, but with your vision, you can see it's a boy's room, a young man's room. There's a rifle on a rack above the door, an old lever action. There's posters all over, comics. So many comics. Comics on the bed, on the desk. Room is a bit messy. There's lots of water cups. And as quickly as you saw it, you blink again and it's an empty room. You go to the next room. Reaching out. Blink. This time you see a room that is clearly a little girl's room. Poster bed. Fantasy themed furniture. There's of cats. So many animals, but majority cats. Sweet, soft, cute, fluffy cats. All over. There's horses too, but looked like this little girl had a connection to cats. You move through the next room. Get a vision of two twin beds. Life in parallel. Finally, you come to the primary bedroom. Reaching out, offering kindness to Tilly, offering softness, gentleness. As you do this, the diary from earlier opens.
I would like to read, please.
Picks up shortly after where it left off before. Talking about how proud she is of watching Jenny grow up. Thinks she's gonna be a vet. How much she misses Michael. And how much she understands her father's demon, but she herself will not drink. Talks more openly about Emmett laying hands on her. Emmett laying hands on the kids. Get to a passage. And it just reads. A passage dated 5/13/76. The day that Jenny was crushed to death by a hay bale barn. Diary closes. It's about 2 in the afternoon at this point. And Professor, you're on the first floor. Maybe you're outside to get some fresh air. Maybe you're in the hallway still trying to figure out what's going on with Joey. You hear the unmistakable crack of a hunting rifle from behind the house, ways off.
I'm going to document it. Just that it was 2 p.m. that we heard the hunting rifle. And I'm probably still trying to get Joey out of the basement.
Okay. Door is not budging. It's like slamming into a brick wall at this point. He's shouting and screaming and calling him again and again.
Can I,
Joey,
like, slip paper under the door? Like, can I write them a message?
yes.
Okay. I would just like to write, like, "Are you okay?" And try to slip that under the door.
Okay. And you are able to slip that under the door. And our camera is going to follow this note under the door. And it sits top of the stairs. Are you okay? Camera pulls downstairs. And we see Stu and Joey clinging to one another.
Stu, you gotta get over there and play hopscotch with these kids, man.
The ball is bouncing. Play with it. Please. So lonely.
And I would like to try and manipulate Stu into playing with them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it.
That's a 5.
Stu's just like, "Mm-mm."
Yeah, Stu will not do it. Stu will not play with these kids.
Fuck you, Stu, and I'll go over there with my shoulder, and I'm gonna try and do the hopscotch.
Okay. I am so old I don't actually remember how to play hopscotch.
You hop and then you scotch.
You
Oh, okay,
throw
cool.
like a pebble or something, and you go to where
Yeah.
it lands.
Yeah, that's what I thought, something like that. So you go over there. You've agreed to play. You said this out loud. Go over there, and you see footprints, like a little kid jumping across. And then from right behind you in your ear, return.
Oh, what the fuck, Stu? Stu, this is all your fault, Stu. And I grab my shoulder, and I will try and hop the same whatever pattern the feet prints did.
Okay, give me a. How do you think you're doing this, Joey?
With a lot of style.
That would be cool. So give me a plus cool.
A 9. Mixed success.
You are able to get most of the way, but you kind of missed the jump on the last square. Probably because your shoulder is screaming at you.
I also saw my lighter landed just over there.
You twist your ankle, landing a little bit wrong on this last square. And you go down. That's one. But your lighter's in reach.
Yeah, that definitely becomes the priority.
Okay, yeah, you can pocket your lighter, no problem. You get up, your ankle is... It don't feel good, but it feels a hell of a lot better than your shoulder.
Stu, can't you do something about this? As he's holding his shoulder.
Stu is not trained in medical.
Stu, you said you did 2 years as pre-med. What the fuck, man?
Pre.
And you see that pebble go again.
I look at Stu and I'm like, fucker, it's your turn this time.
Okay. I'll roll for Stu. The Stu rolls up, not happy about it, but he is going to try and do this hopscotch. It's much the same. Hop, hop, hop. Twist his ankle at the last square. That's two.
While Stu's trying to do the hopscotch, I'd like to try and light my spliff again.
Click, click. As soon as you get a flame, one of those old roller skates, and they're entirely made of steel with a little leather strappage, comes flying at you and hits your hand. And you now have a broken thumb and index.
Oh, the fuck, man! Just a little chill. Like, come on.
We don't like fire here.
Yeah, you can see why you guys were burned to death.
Jesus, Joey.
Hey, they have twisted my ankle, busted my shoulder, and broken 2 fingers.
Well,
Pretty sure you did the shoulder.
Nope, it was all the kids. A little bit of stew.
As that's going on, we go upstairs. The journal has closed in the bedroom. Jenna. What are you doing?
how close are we to a town?
About 15, 20 miles out. It's a hike.
Okay. I would like to actually go into town and see if I can find things now that I've seen their space, now that I know what it was originally to this family. I want to see if I can find a comic book, a stuffed cat, maybe, whatever, was in the Little's bedroom, just something, kind of a token for Tilly. I want to try to collect those things and prepare myself to have more of like a true seance, if you will, in the evening and
Okay.
get that stuff.
It's mid-afternoon now, so yeah, it doesn't take too long to get into town. There's not a vintage comic shop, so you're not able to find 70s comics, but there is a comic shop with current editions.
Let's catch them up.
Same thing, there's a cat, Stuffy, you can get no problem there. And what do you want to get for Tilly?
I want to try to find something that is kind of that token of, being a mother, and even something that, is kind of like we would consider kitschy, like an infinity symbol or something like that. That's just like, you're a mom, you're good at it.
Okay, yeah, you're able to find some sort of plaster of Paris stamped garden token type of thing with an affirmation of positive mother on it. And then you said you wanted what for the kids?
I don't remember what you said was in the kids' room, other than twin beds. But
Yeah, little kid toys, stuff like that. It seemed like they really liked playing games. That was everything they had in there was games of some sort or another.
So I'll just get kind of like a new version of, like Trouble or something with like the button that they can push. Kind of
Okay.
like, fun, colorful, new version that they wouldn't have seen before they passed.
Okay. What is the professor doing while Jenna is in town?
Probably yelling at Axel to get a fucking key to open this door. My crew's down there. They may not be great, but they are my people. I am responsible for them. Open this goddamn door.
I'm sorry. I like I said, I didn't even know this door had a key. Here you go. He comes back with a key ring. It's got like 5 or 6 keys on it, and third one he tries, it unlocks the door, handles turning, in a brick wall.
Do you have a fire axe, Axel?
But I have a fire axe.
Fine.
There might be one out in the barn or something.
You're doing restoration. Do you have anything to get this door down? Sledgehammer.
Yeah, you've seen some sledgehammers around in Chip.
Would you kindly, sir?
Yeah, Axel will go off and he'll go looking for a sledgehammer. Meanwhile, down in the basement. Your turn.
And I think that Joey has like realized that he can't do those games anymore, and he pulls like 2 dice out of his pocket, and he's like, "No, kid, it's cool. I'm gonna show you a new game. So you sit over there, and I'm gonna throw the dice. You got money, right?" He's trying to start a gambling game with the ghosts.
Your turn.
All right, fine. 1 free round, and if you win, no, we go double or nothing. And so he throws the dice, and he's like, on a 7, I win. On anything else, you win.
All right, throw the dice. Roll it in D20.
A 9.
That's a 9. So who won on that? I'm sorry.
I don't know. I said I win on a 7, but I don't know what I lose on either. You decide what I win on.
Well,
Well, I guess in our game that we're playing, 2d6 rolls. 9 would be a mixed success.
That's true. Finish our game, then we'll play yours. It's your turn, Joey.
Listen, I didn't see you jumping. He's fully bought in at this point and is just carrying on conversations with kids that are just asshole kids.
You see them, poof, poof, poof. They've marked the path for you.
Can I use some sleight of hand to have, like, maybe set up a camera at some point?
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead and roll that.
What would I roll for that?
Plus cool, if you're trying to do it sleight of hand.
An 11.
Yeah, no, I would say you were down here setting up cameras already when Honora and Jenna were down here. So you've got some cameras, but I think you were able to also set up your phone camera to record and get that in a really good angle for this.
Nice. Okay. So, yep. So I'm going to hobble my ass back to my feet and look at Stu and be like, just wait, that footage right there, me and the French chick, 100%. And yeah, I'm going to try and hopscotch on my one good leg.
All right, give me that plus cool.
9.
You make it almost all the way. Make it to square 11 of 12. But that ankle, it goes out. And it's worse than the first time. You got a broken ankle. Thank you. Thank you. That was fun, wasn't it, Amy? It was, Andy. And you hear a click.
So did it sound like the door opened then up at the top?
It sounded like the door unlocked, yeah.
Stu, get me out of here.
And I imagine Stu carries you up the stairs. And right about the time you get to the top of the stairs, you hear this horrible crash. And a sledgehammer comes swinging through the door right in front of you guys. And Axel pulls it out. You guys okay down there?
The fuck? Get me. Call doctor.
Call. You need 911.
Please, quick.
911. What happened? And she's asking as she's already probably on the phone with the 911 operator.
And he's trying to show
what's
the
your
video
emergency?
to the professor at the same time.
911, what's the nature of your emergency?
We need paramedics at, and she's gonna give the address. We have someone with a broken ankle and I don't know, maybe a dislocated shoulder.
All right, we've got medics should be able to get there. Is this person standing? Are they able to stand on their own? Are they walking, talking, breathing all right? Conscious?
Can you stand, Joey?
And I'm like hanging on Lou with my one good arm on my one good ankle, and I look at my ankle and I'm like, of course I can't fucking stand. Like,
That's gonna be a no, ma'am.
Okay. We'll have somebody out there in about half an hour. We've got one truck right now, and that's about how long it'll take.
Thank you. All right, Joey, they're on their way. And she's gonna pull out a chair from the kitchen. I'm like, Stu, could you put him in that, please?
no, Stu, to the truck. That's where the bag is. To the truck.
Stu's pretty hench carrying you all the way to the truck.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Stu's a beast.
Stu is just-
I imagine bridal style.
I was about to say Stu is 100% like child carrying me. Yeah.
As you guys are outside, as Stu is taking you to the car, Joey, there are a lot of cats over by the barn. And I think Stu comes in and tells the professor and Jenna there's a bunch of cats outside. Like a lot.
Jenna's in town apparently, unless she's
that's right.
I
That's
just
right.
left you guys.
Yeah.
Like,
That is right.
I have my job.
Oh shit! There isn't a van. We can't put
shit,
Joey
that's
in the
right.
van.
Joey gets outside and is extremely sad. This is, in fact, he wasn't crying when he came up the stairs, but he is a little bit now.
He is now.
While
Joey
Stu
can
is holding
smile
him.
happy tears because I think this is when Jenna pulls back up.
And as Jenna pulls up and gets out of the car, Joey's like, dude, Stu, put me down. I can't look. And he's like wiping his eye. So Jenna, I saw some things in the basement. They were pretty cool. I totally hopscotched. It was hardcore.
like the game with the squares and the. Okay. Okay. Did you get footage? What happened? What did you hear? What did you see?
Well, and he hands her the phone.
Okay. Just turn my back to him and really examine the footage. All right, so here's my plan. Here's what I'm thinking. I got some stuff to kind of go with everyone in the family. And also, do we all agree that the dad was probably some sort of either like alcoholic or maybe just psychopath? I really haven't figured that part out yet, but possibly killed the whole family? I don't know. Just there's a feeling here, right? Do you guys feel it?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you have it backwards. I'm pretty sure those two fucking monsters in the basement killed the father.
Okay, but they're like 7, right?
Oh yeah, like you haven't known a 7-year-old that wouldn't eat its own like parent for like, you know, an extra allowance.
I just
Evil
look
does
back
come in
at the
all forms.
professor and I'm like,
as you guys are doing this out there, Jenna, you've come back with these mementos for the family. And you notice cats coming over to you from the barn. Not aggressively, but they're sniffing you. They're giving you headbutts. They're kind of swirling through your legs. And some of them seem to be kind of doing a loop around you and then trying to get you to come to the...
As you do, I'm going to get down to their level and I'm going to whisper to the cats. Thank you for your message, and I am very excited to meet Jenny and to talk to her, and I will be there. I will be ready to talk to Jenny soon, and I will send them back to the barn.
Most of them will walk away. One of them will kind of scent your shoe, then head back to the barn.
Thank you.
Back together. We're on the first floor. We've got mementos. What's our move?
I am going to make sure that the basement door cannot shut again.
You're able to find a Phillips head screwdriver that matches the screws in the hinge.
Okay.
And yeah, you're able to take the door off the hinges.
Just gonna put that to the side. And then I'd like to actually look at the footage that Joey got. Did he catch things, or is it just him playing hopscotch in the basement?
The one on the phone is just him eating shit playing hopscotch in the basement.
Doing
But
shit
the,
too, just saying. Like,
Stu didn't break his ankle.
Stu bitched out on the second time.
But the cameras that you had set up beforehand, the specialty cameras, they do catch these little ghostly, smoky apparitions playing hopscotch. And
Fascinating.
yeah, you even see one of them at one point. No idea where it came from, but suddenly there's a roller skate and it flies across the frame. And then you can hear off screen, you're like, "Ah, son of a bitch!"
So I'd like to keep those cameras rolling and then make my way back upstairs.
Okay.
And I'll probably go up to Jenna and be like, with what happened to the boys, I really think we should stick together.
Yeah, I feel like we should probably train our interns a little bit better. Just, kind of a future thing. This one is sweet enough, but real unprepared for the kind of things we experience.
I agree.
Yeah.
Bit off a little more than he could chew here.
Yeah. Wondering if he even has teeth, to be honest. But I think we really just we need to just, I think, really hunker down. I have a plan, but if there are certain questions or things that you want for me to present to the family in a little bit, yeah, I think we should just kind of get settled and get prepared. Sun should be setting soon. Yeah, it's just so heavy. It's so sad. It's just darker by the minute in this house.
Okay. Where are the homeowners?
They've been kind of hanging out by their truck. They've kind of made it clear they're gonna head into a hotel
I
for
was
the
just going to
evening while you
suggest
guys
that.
are here.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're getting ready to pack up and head out.
Okay.
So if you need anything from them, now's the time.
We can just exploit them for a lot of money, right? It's just they're not there, but these crystals are not fucking cheap.
You definitely get the impression from this guy saying, yeah, I offered to double their day rate, to the overpriced truck that he drives, to like the $20,000 watch on his wrist. Yeah, this guy's happy to throw money at problems.
Mhm.
Like that's he's got the money, he wants his problem solved. He's happy to pay for it.
Jenna, that is not what we're about. Is the university not paying you enough?
No, not even a little. But also, look at them. Do you think they need that much money? They're like 12 years old and a millionaire. Come on.
We're here to help the spirits here, if there are any, and I think there are, based on what we've
So
found.
many. My priority, I promise you, the family of the home comes first. But secondary, I'm just saying, Sushi McNuggets and Co., like, they could offer a little bit extra. Just saying. Let's put a pin in it. Just put a pin in it for later.
Okay.
Yep. These are expensive. And she holds up just like this massive hunk of rock. Like, do you know how much this costs? It's like $300.
Oh my god, is that a quartz agate opal? These are amazing. Look, I've got a supplier. He can help get you these at cost. If you want, I can get you in touch with him. It's ethically sourced mining. They pay these guys full rates. It's a really solid deal.
We're gonna put a pin in that. Yes, thank you. Person who just showed up behind me unexpectedly and was listening to my conversation. Thank you. We will circle back to that. Also, I'm pretty sure what you just said is not a real rock, but we'll circle back to that too. Good effort. Good effort, young lady. Okay. These spirits are gonna kill you if you don't leave now, though, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bye.
And she goes and she's like, yeah, we should go, honey. And they get in the junk truck and leave. You guys have the property to yourself. It is early afternoon in October. The sun was starting to set. You've heard strange noises out in the woods. If you look that way now, it's darker than it should be out in the woods behind the property. You look to the barn, it's still very active with cats. Basement seems calmer now.
I'm probably going to look at Jenna and be like, barn or woods?
I think we need to talk to Jenny. I think having experienced her brother's passing and a little bit more knowledge of kind of what happened to the family after, I think that Jenny will have kind of the best information before we kind of go full in with Tilly.
Okay. Before we go out there, I would like to look up maybe her death record. So we know it was a farming accident. She was crushed by a hay bale.
Yep.
Who found her? Was she alone? Was she working with her father in the barn?
Bennett called it in. Yeah, he said the police report says he called in a panic. Oh my god, she wasn't supposed to be there, my little girl. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It shouldn't have happened. She shouldn't have been there. Yeah, it's in the books as another tragic accident.
So we're 2 for 2 with the dad killing off his kids. Is great.
Most important question. Did Joey get his smoke lit in the truck?
Yes, in the truck outside of the house, you were able to light your lighter. And I will say that as you're out there smoking, Joey, you're looking towards the front of the property, and it's a big property, so it's far away. Looks like maybe across the street, somebody's leaning on the fence, watching.
Stu, go see if that guy wants to buy a bag. I'm sure that's what he's looking for.
Yeah, Stu will go over there, and Stu will see an old man. And you see them talk for a while, Joey. Stu and this old man laugh a little bit. And Stu comes back. He lets you know that the gentleman is not interested in your product, but he thanks you for the offer. He grows his own, and it's way better than anything you've ever seen. He also said that if you guys are investigating what happened to the McPhersons, come over for breakfast tomorrow.
So yeah, once the professor and Jenna come back to the truck, I'm like sitting up and I'm like, yeah, so Stu just hasn't shut up since you all left. But while he's been just messing around jabbering, I managed to secure us an invite to a premium country brunch, Jenna. Just saying, I know a first date is the way to go, and I set us up for a winner. Stu is nodding.
Know if I mean, I trust that one a little more. I bless your sweet little heart. I don't even know what to do with you at this point. Thank you.
Ropes are always in play.
Maybe you should go back to the basement with the kiddos, because it sounds like they were almost there. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to a dead girl now. I think you should stay back.
I mean, I've had a couple
Also,
conversations.
did
It's fine, and he
not
likes
ever
another
come?
one.
Dude, is there no ambulance? Like,
Ambulance, ambulance is getting here. It's been about half hour now. Yeah.
they just like forgot about.
Yeah, so the ambulance comes, and sorry, last patient. It was like the lady on the phone said, we got one truck, and last patient didn't want to get off the cart. That's all I can say. But sorry I'm late. We're here. Dislocated shoulder and broken ankle, huh, bud? Come here.
Don't forget
Yeah,
the
I
fingers.
kind of look at him a little,
that's
unbelievingly, like, fuck you, man. Come here. I've got a broken ankle.
I meant lean over here so I can get your shoulder, dummy. Here, bite this, and he's gonna give you like a little something to bite on. I don't know, piece of plastic. All right, ready? 1, 2, pop! And he pulls your shoulder back into place.
Oh, fuck, man. Even in the Civil War, they gave people anesthesia.
Yeah, 95% of all battlefield operations, they had anesthesia. What kind of rube doesn't know that? Anyway, here, let me get those fingers. He's going to straighten and set your fingers. Put those up. That ankle, dude, I can't set that out in the field. I'm going to have to take you to the hospital for that, bro.
I wish you would have done that for all three.
Yeah, well, wish in one hand, you know what they say. Yeah, he will get you on the wagon.
Joey, while you're at the hospital, maybe talk to some of the doctors, see if they've been here a while, if they know anything about the McPhersons.
And Joey is nodding, but he's also like eyeing in the truck to see if there's any good beds in there.
Hey, buddy, I think I ain't seen that look before. Not getting any of that stuff. And he's gonna start loading you up. Professor Honora, said you're heading over to the barn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As you do, these cats coming and trying to pull you like flowing water towards the barn.
Okay. I've definitely got my Polaroid out, probably snapping some shots.
Going toward the barn, snapping shots. Get to the barn and take a shot. Polaroid, you said. Look at it. Develops, these cats are swirling. Lights in the barn come on. No, it must have been a timer. Sunset. Something like that, right?
So the barn was
Wait.
not burned down at all, right? The barn's
Correct.
completely original and intact.
Yeah, it's a little decrepit. It's been abandoned, but it is intact. And lights are flickering. All of them but one go out. And it is over this toolbox as cat nesting on top of it. And as you look at the photo, the space you just took, you see the shape of a little girl in this photo, lying on the floor. Every limb possible. And that's where we're going to...
For Joey, I cut out sitting in the back of the ambulance, watching me pull away as Stu waves goodbye to me and slips an arm around Jenna's shoulder.
All right, well, that was part 1 of our Monster of the Week Haunted House special. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did because, oh man, that was a good time. Like I said at the top, we've got our regular schedule. We're back at it after the retreat. So we will be back on Wednesday. Ray and I are going to be back doing BioShock with Ray reviews. Donnie will be live on Thursday with some more painting. Oh, no, not this week. Not this
2
week for
weeks
Donnie.
off
That's
for
right.
Donnie does it.
2 weeks off for Donnie Does It. And then, yeah, so Wednesday, Sunday, Ray and I are back. And then Monday, we'll finish this up.
Unless Greg, Amy, Mike, or Ray can be convinced through audience participation to do a Greg, Amy, Ray, or Mike does it on Thursday.
Well, we will discuss a somebody else does it. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, thank you everybody who tuned in. Thank you everybody who watches us down the line. I hope you guys had a spooky good time because I know I sure as hell did. Catch y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.
Good, everybody.
Bye.